Hi, I'm JC. I'm here to help you with your English. This is a series on English language homophones. In each group, I will present 2 sentences and you will decide which homophone corresponds to the sentence with the given context. I remind you to turn off your closed caption feature on your player to make this activity more beneficial to you. Also, if you'd like to have an activity which is a little more difficult, I encourage you to write the whole sentence, and at the end I will flash up the answers to the sentences and you can make your corrections if necessary. Okay, let's begin. Group number 1. These 2 words are both pronounced bred. Write them down. 1. I stopped eating bread 2 years ago. I stopped eating bread 2 years ago. B. Scott was born and bred in Scotland. Scott was born and bred in Scotland. Group number 2. These 2 words are both pronounced sell. Write them down. A. The human cell is very complex. The human cell is very complex. B. Does the pawn shop still sell CDs and LP albums? Does the pawn shop still sell CDs and LP albums? Group number 3. This time we have 3 words. They're pronounced scent. Write them down. A. I don't like the scent of most air fresheners. I don't like the scent of most air fresheners. B. My old car isn't worth a cent. My old car isn't worth a cent. C. I sent an email to my boss about the meeting. I sent an email to my boss about the meeting. Group number 4. These 2 words are both pronounced cereal. Write them down. A. A serial killer is on the loose in our city. A serial killer is on the loose in our city. B. Children's cereal has a very high sugar content. Children's cereal has a very high sugar content. Group number 5. These 2 words are both pronounced dear. Write them down. A. Martha was one of my mother's dear friends. Martha was one of my mother's dear friends. B. We often see deer on our property in the country. We often see deer on our property in the country. Group number 6. These 2 words are both pronounced daze. Write them down. A. Saturday and Sunday are my favorite days of the week. Saturday and Sunday are my favorite days of the week. B. I was in a daze after my car accident. I was in a daze after my car accident. Now, let's go back and check your answers. Ready? 1A. I stopped eating bread 2 years ago. Bread, B-R-E-A-D. And bread, you know what that is. You eat that. Sometimes we put butter on it. Sometimes we make toast in the morning. Okay, B. Scott was born and bred in Scotland. Bred, B-R-E-D, meaning he was raised in Scotland. This comes from the verb to breed, which is used when we are breeding animals, meaning we are encouraging animals to make babies. 2A. The human cell is very complex. Cell, C-E-L-L. Now, cell can also be something else. It can also be a room that someone occupies, a small room, like a small bedroom. It could be like in a prison or in a convent. We call those cells also. So C-E-L-L. 2B. Does the pawn shop still sell CDs and LP albums? Here we have the verb sell, S-E-L-L, meaning you put things available to the public and they give you money in order to have these things. In retail businesses, places like that. And even nowadays, people sell things secondhand on the internet, be it marketplace or other venues that are available on the internet. 3A. I don't like the scent of most air fresheners. Scent, S-C-E-N-T, meaning the smell or the perfume that we can detect. And some air fresheners have very strong scents, and people are sometimes allergic to these scents also. 3B. My old car isn't worth a cent. Cent, C-E-N-T, which is 1 penny, which does not exist in a lot of countries now. 1 cent, the smallest value of coinage. And 3C, I sent an email to my boss about the meeting. Sent, the verb, S-E-N-T, the past tense of the verb, to send. 4A, a serial killer is on the loose in our city. Serial, S-E-R-I-A-L, meaning someone that, say for example, a serial killer is someone that continually kills a certain type of people. A long time ago, there was a serial killer in the city of Boston. They called him the Boston Strangler. This was way, way back in the, I believe in the 60s. So that's the word cereal. 4B. Children's cereal has a very high sugar content. Cereal, C-E-R-E-A-L. And this is a breakfast food, usually. There are different types, and some cereals are more healthy than others, but a lot of children's cereals do have a lot of sugar. 5A. Martha was one of my mother's dear friends. Dear, D-E-A-R. And this means a friend that you cherish, that is very close to you, you really appreciate, you have a lot of affection for, a dear friend. 5B. We often see deer on our property in the country. Deer, D-E-E-R, and this is the animal. And deer are associated lots of times with winter Christmas cards. When we see Christmas cards, they have deer, female or male deer. And the male deer have something on their heads called antlers. And these are quite prominent, and you can see them. 6A. Saturday and Sunday are my favorite days of the week. daze, D-A-Y-S, which is the plural of the noun day, and we have 7 days in a week. 6b, I was in a daze after my car accident. Daze, D-A-Z-E, meaning you were a little bit feeling strange in the head, not unconscious, but like things were not clear. You had trouble maybe even seeing. If you're in a daze, meaning your head doesn't feel quite right for whatever reason. Here in the situation, it was after a car accident. Today, we had 13 homophones, so check to see how many you had correct. If you had them all correct, congratulations. If not, just go back and see which ones that gave you problems. The next time I see you, we will be doing quiz number 2, which will be a review of all the homophones from parts 6 to 10. So until then, enjoy the rest of the day or the evening, and I hope to see you the next time. Bye-bye.